Hello everybody, I hope you're having a good day. It's me, Dan Alexander, and I want to shoot a video today to talk about something that happened to my life experience. It has changed. I titled this video "A Year After the Death of Dan's Ego" because I'm not Dan anymore. I mean, I'm known as, and I go by, Dan Alexander, but I realize that a name is also just something your parents give you, which I do enjoy my name, and thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me that name. But I've also realized that it's a way for them to keep track of you, like for us to tell each other apart, for us to not be like that person, so that's just my name. All the things that I've done up to this point in life, I thought were the person I am because they just seem to go along with what I've always done up to that point. Well, for about 5 to 10 years, I've been studying the brain and IQ and everything that I could possibly think of to become smarter, better, healthier, more financially secure. And last year on September 27th, I was doing a hypnosis of self-hypnosis on how to be successful. So therefore, it's success. It has nothing to do with anything else. But during that period of time, I felt myself being lifted into the air as every cell in my body, not just like my skin, I'm talking like from my bones to my hair follicles to my toenails, like each individual cell like lit up like the LED lights on a football field on a Friday night. And I at that one moment in time, I felt timelessness for the first time. And I did have a near-death experience back when I was 19 or 20, but that was back when I was young and I did psychedelics, and I sort of just wrote it off as that's why that happened. But this time, I was completely sober, and it was 100,000 times more intense. I can't even put words into it, and all I've been doing for this last year is studying spirituality and basically communicating with spirit. And I know how far-fetched that sounds because in America we don't talk too much about spirit or religion or spirituality or any of those things, which religion can go, but spirituality is here. Whether you believe it or not, you have a spirit. And if you don't believe that there's anything more than this, then if there's nothing more than this, then how were you able to come about? I'm not going to get too deep into that because I do have a lot of answers for people. And when I start speaking as Dan, I come back to peopleness is what I call it. I call my own Danness, because the person you are and all the stuff that goes along with you, like people know I'm from here, I'm in this family, and I do this for a job, and that makes up Dan to other people. So when I start talking to people about myself, I end up always coming back to what I call Danness. And I'm so much more than that. We're all so much more than that. And honestly, I have hundreds and hundreds of hours of videos and routines and exercises for people to start getting more in touch with their personal self, with their inner being. At one point in time, I never believed that you had an inner being except for some blood and some guts and some glop all put together in this body. I mean, I knew there was some more, but I didn't have any idea how to figure it out, so I figured I'd just let it go. Well, I didn't have to figure it out. It came to me. And how weird that sounds, because most people are so busy in the normal world doing normal world stuff, and they're too clouded. Their mind is so distracted by all the things going on that they're not really seeing what we're supposed to be doing. There is something that we should be doing as people. And in this video, I'm not going to say, because there's many other videos of that. And I want to make sure that this isn't an expression of my opinions. Most of these videos are going to be an expression of what I consider to be, through experience, the truth. And, you can take it or leave it. You don't have to believe me. Everyone's, the things that are true in our material world, a lot of people don't believe them anyway. Everything is an opinion. That guy's a nice guy, and that person thinks, I can't stand that guy, he's a jerk. That's just an opinion. Well, this is far from an opinion. What spirit is, what source or universe, or some people say God. I say God, like I believe in God, but for some reason God has a bad connotation that comes with it, like most people don't say God, talk about spirituality, because it's not accepted. Why is it not accepted? I don't know. But if you were to talk about a UFC fight, see how bloody that guy got last night, you know, like, that's cool this day and age. That's cool. You know, headshots on a video game, that's cool. But speaking about love and compassion, that's not cool. That's weird and really sissy-like. But, you know, I'd rather seem or appear to be a sissy than to appear to be somebody who wants to be a hard-ass that hurts everyone else for their own good. But I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to give a little, what would you say, a little beginner introduction. Because all the videos and all the things that I've done up to this point were Dan. And it's still Dan now. I go by Dan. Of course, I'm not going to make up a name or a symbol or call myself Baltazar. But I definitely am not the person I used to be. And I don't actually see myself as a human being or a person anymore. I see myself as that as well, just like I see myself as a business owner, or I see myself as a dad, or I see myself as a son. I see that too. But I don't see myself as a human being, and that's it. Because I know, and I don't want to sound whatever, because this is getting a little too far of what I wanted to say on this video. But along the time that this series of my videos comes out, because it's going to be the rest of my life, I have my life purpose now. Like, the music is sort of on the back burner, but at the same time, that's an outlet for me to get my stuff into the eyes of the people who need to see it. And in my personal opinion, the world needs to know this. Every person needs to know this. So I'm at a point now in life where something very real and very important happened to me. And I feel that everyone needs to know it. But every person that I've tried to tell it to doesn't really believe it. And if they do believe it, they sort of take it like really lightly and go off and do something else, you know, and oh, that's really cool, but I gotta put these lollipops on this rack. I mean, I know you're working, so it makes sense. But I definitely have important things for people to know. And like I said, I'm trying to find the right words, because I don't want to just talk off of opinion. Because to myself, experientially, I know that this is what happened. And I know where we go when we die. And I can explain that to people. All the mystics and gurus of past weren't wrong, but they left out details. And I spend all of my time working on figuring that out. Not coming up with cool creative ideas, asking Source and letting Source speak through me. I have hours and hours and hours of videos and talks and, I don't know what you'd call them, channeling, where I recorded something for 10, 20, 50 minutes, an hour, and I didn't hear it until I played it back. And when I play it back, the answers and the things on those is so deep. When you hear it, it'll really change the way you look at the world. Now, I don't want to go on for too long, because I know I tangent a lot. And forgive me for that, because it's going to come up, but I want to be as real as possible on these things. I don't want to worry about what other people think about me, because that's important. No, it's not. It's not important at all what other people think about you. If I love the person I am, or if you love the person you are, if other people don't like me, or other people don't like you, and I like me, and you like you, then fine. Let those other people think what they think. Stop worrying about, like, oh, well, I'm going to have to change that about me because that guy doesn't like it, or that girl over there thinks that I'm too loud, so maybe I should calm down. You know, use your intelligence and do what is right. Not what seems right or what appears to be right to your friends. Do what's right. And that's the problem, is everyone knows what's right, but they do what's not right because it's popular. It's trending. Well, let's stop worrying about trending and let's start worrying about making it a better place to live in. So, I'm going to stop there, and this is definitely not the first video I expected to shoot, because I have so much more to say, and it's very important topics, but I wanted to come personally as Dan and tell you that I love you all, and we are all one, and we're in this together, and we're going to make it. So, stay tuned.